This is our story.
Connor. Yes. Oh, find Amanda. Oh, I was wondering. I remember seeing there's like little bits where you talk to this person who seems to be almost like an android philosopher. And I wonder if this is real or if it's just inside Connor's mind palace or inside some sort of virtual world. The structure of this bridge would indicate this is not real. Maybe it is inside a virtual world somewhere. And Danny, now Markus just needs to find a closed boots and a motorcycle. Oh, I missed that quote earlier. Sorry, man. That is hilarious. Yeah, at least he wasn't naked, walking into a biker bar naked.
Hello, Amanda.
She is trusted.
Connor, it's good to see you.
Thanks.
Congratulations, Connor. Finding that deviant was far from easy. And the way you interrogated it was very clever. You've been remarkably efficient, Connor.
Thank you, Amanda.
We've asked the DPD to transfer it to us for further study. It may teach us something about what happened. The interrogation seemed challenging. What did you think of the deviant?
It was...
It showed signs of PTSD after being abused by its owner,
Yeah.
as if its original program had been completely replaced by new instructions.
This Lieutenant Anderson has been officially assigned to the deviancy case. What do you make of him?
Hank? Hank is interesting. He's...
I think he's irritable and socially challenged. But I also think he used to be a good detective.
And
He's an intriguing character.
he stood up for Connor
Unfortunately,
already.
we have no choice but to work with him. What do you think is the best approach?
Oh,
I will adapt to his personality. It is in the best interest of the investigation that I avoid conflict and try to accommodate his psychology.
she didn't like that.
More and more androids show signs of deviancy. There are millions in circulation. If they become unstable, the consequences will be disastrous. You're the most advanced prototype CyberLife has ever created. If anyone can figure out what's happening, it's you.
You can count on me, Amanda.
Yep. Why didn't she like that answer, though?
Hurry, Connor. There's little time.
So, question for any experts in the audience. The first chapter with the hostage situation, we dove off the building. If Connor doesn't dive off, does he also get a scene with Amanda there too? Or do you only get her periodically? It does. Oh, all right. Interesting. I didn't realize we missed something there. Okay. All right, we're in the police department. What do we need to do? Look for Lieutenant Anderson. We're gonna find Hank. That line, don't cross the line. Look around a little bit.
It's okay, just relax. Just tell him what happened to you.
But it was all over so quickly. I could see his face.
Joint Chiefs of Staff. Well, this poor girl has had something happen to her.
Detail might help him catch the guy.
All right, let's just get amongst it.
Can I help you?
I'm here to see Lieutenant Anderson.
Do you have authorization?
Yes.
Connect our brains.
Lieutenant Anderson hasn't arrived yet, but you can wait at his desk.
Oh, and if anything, this game makes you happy to have free will, yeah. You can step over the line even though it says lane closed, hey? Oh, I didn't listen to what she said. At his desk, okay. Oh,
Tensions
protests.
in the Arctic have reached a new level, with a Russian carrier and an American patrol boat reported to have clashed last
Do
night.
you mind getting me some water?
Several warning shots were exchanged, apparently with no damage or casualties to either side. The Minister for Defense, Dennis Riggs, has spoken of intolerable provocation that cannot go unanswered. The countries in the region, particularly Sweden and Canada, have called for military forces to withdraw and an international conference to be held. So far, there has been no response from either Moscow or Washington. We'll keep you informed minute by minute as the situation develops.
Thank you, newsman. So that is a reference to what we heard last session when we were at Carl's house in the news, that the Russians were trying to annex or just take over the to the North Pole, right? So then America's gone in to intervene. All right. All right, let's find Hank. Fancy officers. Wow, this is a hella nice precinct. Let's talk to some stuff. You must be an android. Can we have a chat?
I'm looking for Lieutenant Anderson's desk.
It's that desk right there.
Thank you. He's not there. We are seeing lots of different faces on the android, so this kind of alludes to maybe why the hotel guy didn't recognize Kara, if every android we're encountering so far is either a different model or just has a different face. Oh, hang on. Let's look around and investigate some stuff because we can. Oh, well, we can talk to this guy even.
Still here? I thought your assignment was over.
It's just been extended.
Hank's gonna be overjoyed to hear that. You were right about that android. It's been quiet in the cell all night.
Ah, yes.
Scheduled for transfer today.
I know where it's going. We handled... I'm really happy with how that interrogation turned out for us. That went pretty smooth. Alright, what can we see here? P.O. Wilson. Don't know what that stands for, but hello, Mr. Wilson. Blank for some reason. Anderson, that's Hank's. And he's not there. He's got a ticket there.
Excuse me. Do you know what time Lieutenant Anderson usually arrives?
Depends on where he was the night before. If we're lucky, we'll see him before noon.
Thanks.
Wow, he really is pretty lackadaisical. I don't want to sit down. I want to look around. Oh, it makes me have to sit down. There were more things to check out, Connor. Explore new office. Yeah, let's do that. Was it on... Go see... Oh, we can see the deviant. Yes, let's do that shortly. Examine his desk. Explore the police station. All right, we can learn about Hank, and we can visit the deviant. Let's do both of those. I'm interested about the deviant. Detroit today. Famous Detroit painter dies. That is Carl from last episode. Oh, poor Carl. We liked Carl. Reports of famous artist Carl Manfred's death have been confirmed. The coroners described a fatal cardiac event induced by a stressful domestic situation. Manfred's son, Leo, has asked the media to respect his family's privacy at the time. God damn it, Leo, it's your damn fault. Be sure to remember his dog's name. Thank you, Elvin. Appreciate a good tip. So that must be the Russian president there. Ivanov says, Niet. No, I will not back down from taking over the North Pole. All right, so we need to learn Hank's dog's name. First, where... So these are other parked androids. Android cop. Android cop. Almost looks like Jake Gyllenhaal, but not quite. Where was... Because one of the missions says we can go and see the deviant. Well, I'm guessing we have to walk to the cells. All right, before we do that, let us check out Hank's desk. It's going to matter at a certain point. Yes, I like the tip. Thank you.
Chase it up.
Music. Knights of the Black Death. It's the band he likes. Sounds kind of cool, actually. Oh, game's crashed. God damn it. It's funny, we had a couple of crashes last night. Or last session. And then it was fine after that. Alright, let's do this. So Hank got a St. Bernard dog. And he was on the Red Ice Drug Task Force. But the other clues on the desk were not very helpful. Anything else? Explore the police station. Yes, we shall. Don't mind if I do. Hope you're doing okay, ma'am. I want to talk to... Is there... Hang on. I need to double check. Because it hasn't ticked off the objective for exploring his desk.
I want you to investigate these cases and see if there's any link. Why me? Why do I gotta be the one?
No, we've checked all these. Okay. You wish you could pause things in real life like in this game? Hells yeah. Imagine how good slow motion or bullet time would be in real life. Alright, there's nothing else we can do there, so let's just...
Everybody's overloaded.
Continue. No.
I think you're
Alright.
perfectly qualified for this type of investigation.
Bullshit! The truth is, nobody wants to investigate these fucking androids, and you let me hold the bag.
CyberLife sent over this android to help with the investigation. It's a state-of-the-art prototype. It'll act as your partner.
No fucking way! I don't need a partner, and certainly not this plastic prick.
Hank, you are seriously starting to piss me off. You are a police lieutenant. You are supposed to do what I say and shut your goddamn mouth.
You know what my goddamn mouth has to say to you?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay. I'll pretend like I didn't hear that. So I don't have to add any more pages to your disciplinary folder, because it already looks like a fucking novel. This conversation is over.
So...
Jesus Christ, why are you doing this to me? You know how much I hate these fucking things? Why are you doing this to me?
So Hank doesn't want to have to do the android cases, and he feels like he's being forced to it because no one else wants it, and he's a bit washed up. Juanito, yes, I have seen iRobot. It does remind a lot about that, especially with the white androidy bits, yeah?
You're going to destroy me.
All right, so this is the android we encountered and interrogated. Okay, compassionate.
I'm sorry. It's not what I wanted. But there's nothing I can do. I know there's something you didn't tell me. I need to know before they take you away.
Oh, the statuette, yes.
The sculpture you made. Tell me more about it.
I'm going to die.
Okay. So he's not going to tell us about the statuette. All right. Oh, he's non-responsive. I wonder if there's... Oh, I wonder if we ask other questions whether he responds more. We can't let him out. We can't do anything. Okay. Anything down here? Uh-oh.
Open the cell, quick! Hurry!
Oh, he's gonna just kill himself or die fight. Nope, he's gonna do it on his own terms. Wow.
I'll call CyberLife. Clean this mess up.
Creepy! But are android brains actually in their head? There must be. Because they don't actually have to be, right? If you build an android, you don't have to put the nerve center or the processing center or the brain actually in the head. You could put it in the chest or something. And that's what you keep saying, Elvin. Yeah. So yeah, I, Robot, that was a book from Isaac Asimov. So I believe Asimov had a few books. I'm very poorly read. I don't read books very much, but I do know a little bit. There is I, Robot, and I think there was like 2 others. There's kind of like a, not quite a trilogy, but a book series, right? Where basically with Isaac Asimov's rules, which is like a human, a robot can't hurt a human, is the first rule. Second rule is a human, an android must follow the direction or the commands of any human, except where it might clash with the first rule. So if it's going to hurt someone, it won't follow. And then the third rule being an android can protect itself as long as it doesn't clash with the first 2 rules, as long as it doesn't clash with instructions from a human, and as long as it doesn't actually cause a human to be in danger. And somehow in each of these stories, right, the rules get evolved or corrupted to a point where the AI, the robots, the androids, etc., become sentient or find some other logical way to interpret it, and we have, yes, robot problems. I, Robot, I actually enjoyed the movie. I know it was completely full of product placement, and a lot of people ripped on it for just being not very accurate to the books. I don't know much about the books. But I did actually enjoy the movie. Foundation, a series about an intergalactic empire. Well, that sounds pretty good too.
Hey.
Take a look. All right, what's our objectives? Check on Hank. That's all we can do. All right, he's back at his desk. Hey, Hank. Hank is not happy to be working on the Android deviancy cases, and he is not happy to be working with Connor. Understanding, constructive. Let's be understanding.
I get the impression my presence causes you some inconvenience, Lieutenant. I'd like you to know I'm very sorry about that.
Partners or positive? Well, we're going to be partners, but he's not happy about it. Do we be positive? Is that going to upset him from being positive? Let's try it.
In any case, I'd like you to know I'm very happy to be working with you. I'm sure we'll make a great team.
Yeah, we will.
Now that we're partners, it would be great to get to know each other better.
The dog's Saint Bernard. What's the dog's name?
Is there a desk anywhere I could use?
No one's using that one.
All right. We have a desk upgraded to full detective, police, cop, droid, person thing. Ah, sorry, I didn't go pragmatic. I'm trying to be friends with Hank, though. I don't know what the... Anyway, all right. Dog basketball music. Let's go with dog first.
Dog, right?
How do you know that?
The dog hair's on your chair. I like dogs.
Yeah.
What's your dog's name?
What's it to you? Sumo.
Sumo.
I call him Sumo.
Probably because he's massive. Because Saint Bernards are fucking massive. So Hank doesn't want to be friends. But I want him to make him be my friend, Bright. And I believe we can... Well, anyway, I don't know what can happen, but we're scoring some Hank points. I'm going to do everything I can to score all the Hank points. I want to make him love androids and me by the end of the game. All right, music.
Do you listen to Knights of the Black Death? I really like that music. It's full of energy.
You listen to heavy metal?
Well, I don't really listen to music as such, but I'd like to.
That got points too, yes. All right. Basketball and anti-androids. Let's ask about basketball.
You're a Troy Gears fan, right? Denton Carter scored 53% of his shots from the three-point line yesterday. Did you see the game?
That's what I was watching at the bar last night.
Ah, when we interrupted him. Lost some points. Connor, we lost some points. He'll warm up slowly like a faulty oven. That's a great analogy, thank you. All right, so bearing in mind that some of the things we say can actually upset him. We're not going to bug him about his hours. That's just going to piss him off. What about Fowler? Is that the name of the chief?
Have you known Captain Fowler for long?
Yeah. Too long.
All right. I suspect asking about him being anti-android would be bad, but it is unlocked, and I'm so tempted to say, oh, it's an unlocked bonus option. I want to ask the question. Let's ask him about the androids.
A lot of people don't appreciate having androids around. I was wondering, is there any reason in particular you despise me?
Just in particular, not general.
There is one.
Oh, he lost points. Curiosity got the better of me. All right, we're not going to ask him about his hours. That's going to piss him off. Let's just start working.
If you have any files on deviants, I'd like to take a look at them.
Terminal's on your desk. Knock yourself out.
Okay, so we got some Hank points and then we lost them again. So we have some missing android. The plaintiff reports that he left his android at home as usual when he went to work. When he returned, the android was nobody found. And no trace of a break-in. The android may have left the apartment without being ordered to. Okay. Oh shit, we've got a few. Okay. Another one. The plaintiff claims to have been attacked by an AV-500 working as a waiter in the Fast Coney Dogs restaurant chain situated in Chamberlain Avenue. The plaintiff claims the android lunged at him unexpectedly and attempted to strangle the man before leaving the scene. It remains at large. That looks a little bit like the trash robot or the trash garbage collector android we saw with Kara's chapter earlier. This one, what have we got? It's an attack. Plaintiff claims to have been attacked by her android, the AP700 AO2 model. The android is also trashed several rooms in the house before taking flight, so it had a violent awakening. This one's just disappeared. The manager of Eden Club reported the unexplained disappearance of a sex android. The android disappeared after accompanying a customer to his home and never returned. Well, it could be on the customer then, couldn't it? Especially, well, two ways. Either the customer broke it or lost it, or the customer did some horrible things that caused the android to freak out and also become deviant. Oh, Carl! Attempted murder. Victim Leo as well. Oh, that's rude. Oh, fucking Leo. He's the culprit. Famous painter Carl Manfred was found dead at his home following an altercation between his android and his son. The latter's witness statement attests to the android behaving violently. The android is thought to be a prototype, unknown model and serial number. It was destroyed at the scene by attending officers. Well, little do they know that the prototype Markus is back up and running, but how did Carl get a prototype? Fucking, oh man, Leo. All right. Oh, here we go. And here's Kara's case file. Aggression, victim Todd Williams. So Todd's not dead in our playthrough. The plaintiff claims he was violently attacked by his domestic android, an AX400. The android had just returned from being repaired from the previous day and had shown signs of aggression in the past. Oh no, that's not correct. Dodgy humans being dodgy. Scan all the files. Let's get them.
243 files. First dates back 9 months. It all started in Detroit and quickly spread across the country. An AX400 is reported to have assaulted a man last night.
No, she didn't.
That could be a good starting point for our investigation.
Yeah, what are we doing, Connor? Direct, aggressive, unprofessional, professional, or understanding. Understanding worked before.
I understand you're facing personal issues, Lieutenant. But you need to move past them.
That's gonna piss him off.
Don't talk to me like you know me. I'm not your friend, and I don't need your advice, okay?
But you will be our friend, Hank. You will be our friend.
I've been assigned this mission, Lieutenant. I didn't come here to wait until you feel like working.
Listen, asshole. If it was up to me, I'd throw the lot of you in a dumpster and set a match to it. So stop pissing me off. But things are gonna get nasty.
Lieutenant, sorry to disturb you.
I
have some information on the AX-400 that attacked the guy last night. It's been seen in the Ravendale district.
I'm on it.
Ravendale district. Let's do it. Let's try and make friends with Hank because I keep choosing the thing that's frustrating is it's hard to tell what Connor's going to do. It just says be direct. It doesn't say be direct and intimidating and in his face about it. Just said, all right, we're going to do this is also what's frustrating about role-playing games is when you have one word to describe what they're going to do and it doesn't quite line up. Fallout 4 did it a lot, which is why one of the biggest mods to have success with it is the dialogue overhaul, which shows you the whole thing that the character's going to say, so you can actually see what they're going to say and know what's going to go on. Yeah, Hank is Mr. Krabs. And Vito, you can't put his name to his face. He's a famous actor. Yeah, the guy who plays Hank is, and I can't think of it now either. But I'm sure we'll come up with it before the end of the playthrough. Clancy Brown. There you go. You've already got it. Clancy Brown. Yes. And he's awesome. His performance is so good so far. All right. We've got Hank is mad. Hank got a lead. We haven't done well. This is what 97% of players have ended up with the Hank got a lead option. What's the other option, I wonder? Wonder if Hank's not mad. Does he not have a lead, or does Connor have a lead? Interesting. Everyone examines his desk. Only some people talk to the android. Most people explore the station. Anyway, Hank storms out 99% from talking to the police chief. All right, next chapter. Who are we working with next?
This is where it all began. The world's forge.
The company has allocated a specialized model to assist investigators.
How do I know you're not a deviant?
They are not machines!
I could take you there.
Get away! Find Jericho!
I know someone who can help you.
This is our story.